Welcome! In this video, I'll be reviewing the book RingMaster, Vince McMahon, and the Unmaking of America. Published in 2023, written by Josephine Riesman, the same author who brought you True Believer, The Rise and Fall of Stan Lee. Another book I'm very eager to get my hands on, especially after finishing this one. Now, the end of my steady relationship with wrestling started in my teens, in the early 90s. I had a lot of those 8-9-inch hard rubber wrestlers, which my friends and I used to chuck at each other. I even went to WrestleMania 6 in Toronto, the first one in Canada, but I grew out of it, I guess. I changed high schools, and most of my new friends saw it as childish, aka not cool anymore. Still, I loosely, quietly followed it, watching highlights on the sports channel till around the late 90s. Then all of a sudden, a few years ago, I started noticing more video clips / podcast highlights of wrestlers from my generation giving interviews about the golden age of wrestling. I frequently catch myself wasting hours lost in YouTube rabbit holes of behind-the-scenes drama of the good old days, finding out what was real and what wasn't. Just hypnotized me. I mean, this wrestling was the pioneer format for reality TV, really. And so when I caught wind of this book, especially near the end of the supposed Vince McMahon era, I couldn't get this in my hands fast enough. Now, one of the book blurbs on the back of this by Rick Perlstein says, and I quote, "RingMaster is riveting, essential reading, even if, like me, you have no taste for professional wrestling. All you need is an appetite for good stories." So he's right about everything except, in my opinion, the part about having no taste for wrestling. I would assume that Perlstein already knows the author and that this was his motivation to read it. I just can't see how someone with no interest in wrestling would even consider picking this up. Unless they were otherwise blown away by Riesman's first book, maybe, and therefore were intrigued about how he might handle the second. One thing that Perlstein couldn't have gotten more right, though, is that this is full of good stories. From Hulk Hogan to Andre the Giant to Randy the Macho Man Savage to my favorite wrestling name, Jimmy the Superfly Snuka. But this book is not all about unicorns and rainbows, by the way. There is some dark, deplorable, shocking events recorded in this that will make, I guarantee, your eyes combust into flames. If you happen to have watched the Netflix documentary Mr. McMahon, I highly suggest you do. Like any book, this is just a deeper, darker dive into that story. Mind you, the Netflix doc is slightly more current when it comes to the end of the McMahon story arc. All in all, I highly recommend this book, especially if you are, or were like me, a wrestling fan. However, if you happen to have read this already, please share your thoughts below in the comment section. We would all love to hear them. That's it, that's all. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you'd like to support me and what I do here, you can do that through my crowdfunding page called Buy Me a Coffee. You'll find the link below or on my homepage. And lastly, for those of you who like hockey, I also have a channel for that covering the NHL. Thanks for joining me and hope to see you next time.